All right, taking a look at here at Michael Foster in the upper right. Again, first thing we look at is back leg. We also look at back arm, front side, three primary areas. Okay, looking at the back leg, and we do see, involved with this stride, a negative and a positive. There's decent unload there. But once he gets here, once he gets to the front side, then he really forces it to spin over. He's more concerned with turning it than driving with it. Okay, and we don't get quite the that driving action that we get out of Adrian there on the upper left. Okay, so let the back leg pull it up and then unload it, working laterally, and don't force it to turn over. Okay, let's take a look at the front side. Okay, front foot stays pretty square. Okay, he tends to collapse the knee sometimes, but didn't do too bad here. Okay, knee stayed pretty good. Front side definitely opened more, so we need more tilt and less turn out of the front side. Okay, let's take a look at the back arm, the throwing arm. Okay, we kind of pinch that thing, and you can see how the bat really gets really flat and way back here behind us. That's a really heavy position, and it creates a longer swing. Okay, so we really want to see that top hand stay up, okay, with the bat stacked. Okay, now the bat's kind of dragged back behind us. Okay, then we also see as part of the throw, this lead arm kind of stays bent and gets away from us here. Okay, we don't want that arm to get quite that far, out in front and away from us. And you can see how quickly Adrian's hands turn over. We get to this great finish position. Okay, and Michael is still kind of pulling the bat around in a circle, so the arms are still pulling around instead of the hands snapping through. Okay, Michael Davis here in the bottom left. Okay, we'll start off back leg, and there's a decent drive. You can see there's a pretty good driving component, to his back side. Okay, still think the foot kind of sets down before that back leg goes. I like to see that back leg being a little more control, and I really don't like, to see the knees kind of wobble outside the feet. If you look at Adrian, you can really see how the knees stay, inside of the feet here. From the time he loads to the time he goes here, the knees don't wobble, this far, that far out there. You can see it there. Okay. All right, let's go to the front side. Front foot opens up more than I like to see, and the knee collapses a little more than we like to see. Again, this foot opening up creates a position where the knee kind of gets on top of the foot instead of staying behind it. Okay, we do kind of have a pretty good tilted position. Okay, so that's not too bad. But again, kind of staying with the lead side, he tries to kind of keep that lead arm bent, and we kind of get it out away from us. Okay, we're doing this on most swings. Let's take a look at the back arm, the throwing arm, and see how we look there. Okay, we do a lot with the hands and really not that much with the winding up of the arm. Okay, so I'd like to see more elbow and less hands. Okay, and then we kind of take a path here to the ball where the elbow's kind of behind the hands. We kind of push the bat out front. And at contact, we don't really see this back arm really getting near finishing. Okay, we've got a really bent arm here. The lead arm is bent. Okay. When you look at good hitters, that back arm is closer to finishing. It's not fully extended, but it's closer. It's in here. And then right after we hit the ball, the arms finish off and turn over. Okay? Whereas Michael kind of continues to kind of use shoulders and arms to kind of hook it around. So, more finishing with that throwing arm there. All right, lastly, Michael Plybon. Okay? Starting off with a back leg. Okay. Again, we see forced turn. Okay, Michael kind of sets down early. Okay, the stride doesn't really unload us. There's just a false move there, and that knee tends to wobble out behind the foot. Okay, then the leg goes, and we get some power there. There's a pretty decent little sideways press, but as soon as the weight gets to the front, he gets more concerned about spinning this. Okay. Okay, so again, back leg, very simple. Just load and laterally or sideways unload it. Try to keep knees inside of feet. Okay, looking at the front side, again, as that foot gets down, we tend to open up, because we kind of spin the front one and then we spin the back foot. And that knee really kind of flies open on us. So I'd like to see us stay a little more square there and we're kind of letting our body get a little forward here, so we're a little bit more in this position instead of this nice clean diagonal position.